Gcse chemistry exam technique is so important because you can know all of the information and still come out with like a grade 5 if you don't answer the exam right. 1 minute of last minute tips to make sure you're answering the exam properly. When I realised these things, I went from grade 3 up to a grade 9, so I'm living proof it can be done. Number 1, you're very pressed for time. You need to know how to write concisely and give the examiner what they want to see. It's so tempting to write as much as you possibly can in order to make sure you get the marks, but at the end of the day, you could have spent 2 minutes writing an answer that you could have written in 20 seconds. You could get a 2-mark question that says, describe the effect of increasing the surface area on the speed of this reaction. And you might be like, right, I want to sound smart. So then you basically repeat the question in your answer, making it 3 times as long as it needs to be. The effect of increasing surface area on the rate of reaction is that as you increase the surface, whereas you could literally just say, increasing surface area increases the rate of reaction. This is because, boom, you've probably answered this in less than a minute. 2, everybody says this, but read the question properly. Underline things, box things, put your pen down after you read it, and then read it again. Because if you're answering the wrong question, you can spend like a good 5-6 minutes writing a 6-mark question, and if you've not actually answered the right question, you've got to cross it all out, you've got to do it again. Or worse, you just don't realise. Be sure to identify those command words. I've got an entire video on different command words. How do you answer questions differently that say describe, explain, evaluate, justify. Make this a key element of your revision before that exam. Identify how you need to answer questions that have these different command words. If you have no idea, go and read model answers, read examiners' reports, see where other students do well and where other students mess up. One of the biggest mistakes that students make is not understanding that you need to explain a process from start to finish, and it's making jumps and not giving any reasoning for things happening. Analysis, an examiner is testing your understanding of something, application, your ability to apply your knowledge to a new situation. So you need to actually describe and explain what it is that you are doing. Really important in your core practicals, explaining the process, not just saying, I did this, so this happens. Why did it happen? Your aim is always to answer every question in the paper. If you get stuck on something, move past it. And if you know you're the kind of person who won't be able to focus if you get stuck on a question, then flick through the paper first and answer the questions you're most comfortable with first. I personally didn't do this one, but that is just because I like to do things in order. But if you know you're the kind of person that if you don't get something, it will really throw you off the rest of the paper, just flick through it and answer those things that you're most confident with first things first. Show every stage of working for your calculation questions, because if you don't, then you just write an answer, then you've got no method marks if you've made a silly mathematical mistake. This is the exam technique that will allow you to get that grade 9. So best of luck in your exam. You are smart and you are capable of getting that target grade.